live chat. This is Kat, Flylady Kat, and we are going to be talking about whatever is bothering you in your homemaking. So, if it's clutter that you have a problem with, if it's just total overwhelm that you have a problem with, if it's how to balance your work and your at-home life that you have a problem with, anything related to your home and homemaking, but basically the biggest thing is decluttering. That's what I'm here to help you with. So in just a few minutes, we'll have people online with us, and I'll be calling you by name. So if you decide to join us on our next live, make sure that you put your name in your chat so that I can call you by name. I know some of you don't have your name in your handle, so that would be good. All right, so people are hopping in. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. So happy to have you. Let me get my water. Ugh. And it's to be free Meek. It's Tamika. Hi, Tamika. Thank you for putting your name in. I always appreciate that. Tamika, good to have you. Have I had you here before? Your name sounds familiar, but there may be more than one Tamika in the world, I'm thinking. Connie is here. Connie Staub Miller. Hi, Connie. Good morning. One of my regulars, Casey Lorraine, is here. Yay, made it again. Happy Memorial Day. Casey's one of my 20 percenters. Ooh, you girls are rolling in. Mary Sellers is here. Good morning. Roll Tide, Mary. Mr. B, what? Yes, live chat. Live chat, everybody. Make sure you're in live chat. Mr. B is here. Happy Memorial Monday, everyone. Rachel, I missed your birthday. I know it was last week. Happy birthday. So glad that you had a great birthday. I'm assuming it was. It was a busy week for me, and I did not even look at my birthday list. I apologize. Not good planning for me, but I know it's in there because I saw it today, and I said, oh no, missed your birthday. So hope you had a great birthday. Carlene, good morning. Great morning, Flylady Kat. Happy Memorial Day to you and Mr. B. Thank you, Carlene. Lisa Chapman, one of my 20 percenters. Good morning and happy Memorial Day from sunny Indiana. Glad you're having a sunny day. Tamika said, I always watch the recordings. Well, Tamika, you're here live because it's Memorial Day, I bet. Are you working normally? Deanna, my dear friend from Alabama. Good morning, Kat and Larry. Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, Deanna. Alpine Foothills, Wholesome Living. Good afternoon, Daniela. Hi, Daniela. And the Alps. Is that where you are? Somewhere in the Alps? Gaynor Lloyd is here from the UK. Good afternoon, Gaynor. Gina Perry, one of my 20 percenters, is here. Good morning. I'm listening while I'm on my way to work today. Miss you. I miss you too, Gina. Looking forward to talking to you soon. Lisa Iao, good morning, Lisa. How are you? Nicole Ernst Boris says, Happy Memorial Day. Thanks to all who served. Thank you, everyone. Carrie K, good morning, Carrie. I'm assuming that's pronounced Carrie. Care, could be Care, could be short for Karen. Tell me how to say your name, KK. Tamika says, oopsie, yes, I normally work. Becky Wallace, Cocoa Beach, Florida. I'm in St. Augustine right now. We're not too far apart. We're rolling out, though, on Wednesday morning back to Alabama, sweet home Alabama. Oh, tomorrow morning. Oh, my goodness. Becky Wallace, hey there, Becky. Yes, I'm in the Alps in Austria. Wonderful. And I've already forgotten your name, so let me go back and see what it was again. Daniela, beautiful name. Thank you, Daniela. Diana Cox, good morning, Kat and Mr. B and everyone. Hope everyone has a safe and happy Memorial Day. Thank you, Diana. Carrie short for Karen. Okay, because sometimes I call my daughter Karen, Care. I also call her Kay. I also call her Bug. I call her lots of things. She's 44. You think she appreciates that? I don't know. Anyway, so good to have everybody here today. So good. Okay, so what's going on in your lives? You know what today is? Today is free day. No, it isn't. Today is weekly home blessing hour. So sheets in the washer if you're an at-home person, or if you didn't do it on Saturday and you're a payroll person, let's get it done this morning. Sheets in the washer, vacuum the floor or sweep the floor or whatever it is you need to do to your floors. You've got 5 rooms and you have 10 minutes to get that done. That doesn't count the kitchen and the bathrooms. And then mop the bathrooms and the kitchen. And we're gonna wipe the glass, any spots, like on this TV, if there was a spot here, I would just wipe it real quick. We're going to empty the garbage cans, and we're going to take our feather duster and dust everything. And it'll be lovely. And we're going to also do, if you're a payroll and you didn't do it Saturday, you waited for today, you're going to be doing zone 4, the master bedroom. Okay, 4 things in the master bedroom. All right, and get that done, and those 2 hours will be done, and you can enjoy this holiday. All right, Diana said, good morning, Kat and Mr. B. Hope everyone has a safe and happy Memorial Day. I read that already. I read about Karen. Janice, I haven't talked to you in forever. Good morning, beautiful to you. Nicole says, holiday? Yes, it's a holiday. Memorial Day. In the USA, anyway. Remembering all those who served in our armed forces. Oh, that's veterans. Is that veteran? Oh, yeah, and who died? Who died? Yeah, who died in our, served and died, and or died in our armed forces. And Veterans Day is for the people who served only. Is that right? Yeah, because you're a veteran if you served. Veteran. Right. It's just celebrating all the veterans of the war. Yeah. Wars. Oh, even if they've already deceased? Yeah. Okay. See, I don't know very much, I guess. Yeah, I just know that I do this on those days. And I always, every day, say, thank you for your service, even to policemen and firefighters and teachers and nurses. Everybody needs to be thanked for their service. Thank you for your service in your home. Thank you for doing that. You know, if you really are making it your mission to take care of your home, thank you for doing that and serving your family. I'm thanking you today. Every day's a holiday. Every day has blessings, new, every day. Okay. Question. Nicole says, I tried to get everything done, but I have a couple of loads of laundry finishing up. Excellent. You can get it done. Posy. Is that you, Posy? Hi. Okay. So I'm ready for questions. This is what we do. I'm open for questions, and then we can chat. So if you're having any challenges in your life, all veterans for Veterans Day. Memorial Day is for those who passed. Thank you, Rachel. Jamise, for those who gave up the ultimate price for our freedom, always remember freedom is not free. Thank you, Jamise. You're 100% right. Blessed wife and mommy, you are here today. Yes, I am. Hi, Kit Kat. Hi, Joy. See, I remembered your name up because of that little Joy person. Lucky me. That was good for me. I might not always remember it. Hi, Nancy, one of my 20%ers. Nancy Hatfield, the Hatfields and McCoys. Okay, so we're open for questions, comments, and concerns regarding homemaking. Anything about homemaking. Working in your yard is homemaking. Doing laundry is homemaking. Yes, I'm here. It's a holiday, and I'm here for you. Decluttering is homemaking. Good morning, Sunshine, Karen Sunstein. She's one of my 20%ers. I don't know what you're saying, Joy. Please talk about projects, Joy says. Okay, I will. Dottie Bachtel, remembering those who died in the service for our country and for all the vets. Here we go. How do you know what's a project versus a to-do in a zone? Okay, I'm gonna talk about projects. So a project is when you are working your zones. Hey, Lita, good morning, 20%er. You're working your zones, and you're just overwhelmed, and you don't want to work in this zone because this thing is bothering you. Hi, Margaret. Happy Memorial Day. This room, this area is bugging you so much. You think you're actually wasting your time working in this zone because this other needs so much attention. That's generally where it starts. So let's say that it's your storage closet. It's not even a room. Let's just say you have a storage closet, and it's just jammed with boxes from your last move 3 years ago or longer. And you really need to get in there to figure out what's in there. Or it's the back guest room, and it's all your parents' stuff that you inherited or whatever. You've just got all this stuff. Or it's the basement, and the kids play down there, and it's just a wreck, and it's not even fit for them to play in, but you really want it to be a nicer area for them, and you have a vision for it. Or it's your laundry room. It doesn't matter. You pick that space, and you say, okay, this is going to be my project. So I imagine that each of you has something that could be a project. So go ahead and list what it is. Just tell me the room or area that it is. And I'm going to talk about it in general as I look to see what you're saying. So what you'll do for a project is you need a piece of paper. Because remember, we are people who require a plan for our brain to work properly. Most of us are ADD. Becky says, kids are out of school now. How do I create a new system to involve them more this summer? Also having a system that can roll over throughout the school year, teaching them to be more responsible. Okay, we'll get to that at the end of this conversation, Becky, because this one's going to take time, this particular one. So Joy says it's her basement. Jamise says her basement. Rachel says a closet with totes and photographs. What else? That'll come in handy. Becky says thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so let's say that we've got our piece of paper. The first thing you want to do, because people with ADD, and most of you tend to have ADD, which is why you're so cluttered, is you need a topic. So it's just like a real project, a project planner in business. They have a project plan. So you're going to have a project plan. Hi, Lisa Chapman in your dining room. So we're going to start with the title. So let's say dining room. So you write dining room or game room or closet or whatever it is. And then you're going to have your mission/vision statement. So it's going to be a paragraph under that. Nancy, cannot be your whole house. And you're funny anyway, because I've seen your whole house. It's beautiful. So you're going to have a vision or a mission statement. So your mission is to, I would say mission/vision. Do mission first. Your mission is to declutter this room and deeply clean it, organize it, move out some furniture and move in some whatever, whatever it is. And that's your mission, is to go through all the boxes or whatever your mission is. And then your vision is to have this room for the let's just say it's the basement, to have this room for the family to enjoy and play comfortably, have an area to watch television and an area for crafts. So maybe that's your vision, okay? So you have this vision in your head of what it's going to look like. Then you're going to make, under the vision statement, mission vision statement to the left, you're going to put numbers on your page and you're going to write down each thing that you can see that needs to be done that's going to take a chunk of time, a little chunk. So you're saying, Kat, no way, it's just jam, it's like cement in there, I can't even get in there. Well, yeah, you're going to have to do the best you can. So let's say it's your basement, and you're going to say, okay, first I'm going to go through the toys. Then I'm going to create a toy wall, one of those drawer thingies. I'm going to go through the boxes in the left corner. I'm going to go through the bookshelf overflow in the right corner. So you're naming every single thing that has to be done. I'm going to get rid of the couch that's in here. I'm going to clean the carpet. You've got it all written down. I'm going to paint the walls, everything that you need to do in this room. You're going to put on your list. Now you're going to go back to that list and you're going to say, how long will it take for me to do number one? And I want you to keep it in minutes, please. So if you see number one is to get rid of the toys that that are broken and the kids aren't playing with, that might take you an hour if they're everywhere. Okay, so you say 60 minutes. And then you have to go through those boxes in the corner, and there are 5 boxes, and you can estimate about 30 minutes a box. So that's going to take you 30, 60, 90, 120, 150 minutes, 150. And you're going to do that, boom, 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 boom. Then you're going to get your calculator or your phone, and you're going to add all the minutes up. And then you're going to divide it by 120 minutes, because I'm going to allow you to work for not 1 hour, but 2 hours a week on on your project. So 2 hours. So if you're payroll, you're going to work on it on 2 hours on Saturday. If you're at home, you're going to work 30 minutes, 4 days a week. That's how you do it, okay? So you can divide by 120, and that's how many weeks it's going to take it to happen. So let's say that you divide by 120 and you come up with 8 weeks. 8 weeks is a long time, but how long has it been like it is? And it's going to be your vision. Your mission and vision will be accomplished at the end of 8 weeks. Okay? So you're going to say, okay, 8 weeks is a long time. Every month that you're in that room, I want you to throw in an extra week, because you never know when you break a toe or whatever. There's always something. Somebody gets sick in the family, or if you have vacation, you also have to schedule that in too. So let's say you have 2 weeks of vacation, And it's 10 weeks, and we're going to do 2 weeks just in case. So now it's 12 weeks. It's going to take 12 weeks, 3 months to get this done. Okay. So then at the top right, you're going to put today's date. Let's say June 1st dash all of June, all of July, all of August, so September 1st. So now you know on September 1st, this mission and vision is going to be achieved. Now your vision and mission statement might be for a little closet, and that closet only takes you a week. But it's still overwhelming you for some reason. You can't go forward. It's making you freeze in every other area. So then it's just a week. And in a week you have a nice pretty closet that you've worked in for 2 hours. Okay? So that's how you do a project. That's how you decide if it's a project. And then the deal is here, girls, when you start this project, you cannot stop. You cannot stop at 80% complete. That's why I have my 20%ers club, because they do the last 20%. And only 20% of the people will do all the work. Most people will stop at 80%. So you have to complete the project, because what happens is that when it's 80% done, it looks fabulous. Fabulous. And so you say, wow, I think I need to go take care of the other parts of my house now. I need to leave this alone. I can finish it later. Nope. You won't finish it later. Do it now. Keep going until it's done. How do I deal with my zones during this time? Clutter stops. They are going to stay exactly the way they are. They're not going to get worse, because you're going to do 3 clutter stops a day, which prevents those rooms from getting worse. You're going to continue with your weekly home blessing hour every week, so it's going to stay decent. Not going to be deep clean, but it's going to look all right. And that's what's going to happen. So I've got a million comments. Let me go back and see what all of these are. So that was Joy's question. And Margaret Rose is here. Becky said the kids are out of school. Okay, Becky, we're going to deal with that very next. Let me just answer the rest of the questions, and then we're going to do with how do you involve your kids in summer, and how do you roll that over to school time, and educate your children in how to keep the house clean. And so that's a great topic. That's a topic all on its own, Becky, but we're going to talk about that. Okay. Rachel says, I have a closet with, I read that, Rachel. Okay, Becky said, thank you. Dining room, my whole house, haha, Nancy. Casey said, I have a question. How would you balance schedule a child's project, big goal, as my kids get older and we homeschool? My 2 oldest have plans for small business they wish to start. I have guided them through the studies as part of a school, but to actually implement getting started physically is tripping me up because I don't want to. Like any,
Keep going. There's more questions.
There's more to that one.
Yes, 2 more.
To hold their hands the whole way, but they need to build confidence to do it on their own. Is that potentially a project, or just lace it into school?
There's more.
I'm leaning toward just making it a school project with them 20 minutes a day for the next 6 weeks. We school year round, but wanted your opinion. Yes, that's what I was going to say. It is not an end of, if you're teaching your children how to do project work, you're teaching them. So that's homeschooling. So, and as far as you not wanting to, too bad, right? Too bad. We don't want to do a lot of things, but once you do it, you're going to feel so much better. And I wish somebody had taught me how to do project planning when I was in school, just for my schoolwork. Now, the teacher would give us an outline and say, here's what I suggest you do. First you do this, and then 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 turn in your project on next date. But nobody said, Kat, if you'll just work 10 minutes a day on this, each little section, it'll all be done by then, and you won't ever have to kill yourself, and you'll learn more, you'll absorb more, because when you overload a sponge, the water just runs out. But if you slowly soak it up, some of it evaporates, but it's better, right? I don't know, that was not a good analogy, but you get the idea. Your brain can hold it better if you build with building blocks. So I'm saying school. Okay, Casey, so I hope that helps. What about the zones if it takes 2 months? I answered that. Mimi, good morning. Sorry I'm a little late. That's okay. One of my 20%ers. Hi, Debbie Tybert. Jimmy said, you are always so thorough with your answers. Thank you. You are welcome. Okay, so we're going to go back to the question that Becky had, and that's, her kids are out of school. How does she create a new system to involve them more this summer? Also having a system that can roll over through the year, teaching them how to be more responsible. Okay, so first of all, I need to know how old your children are, and I'll wait for your answer. Becky said, I ran away to throw in a load of laundry. Did you answer my question? No, I'm asking you a question. How old are your children? I'm answering it right now. How old are your children? That makes a huge difference. So I'll give a general answer for those of you who might have children that aren't Becky's children's age. If your children are 4 years old or older, they can start learning how to do homemaking things, and they love to do homemaking things. Becky's kids are 12 and 9. Okay. If your children are 9 years old and older, they can begin to do things on their own. If your children are 12 years old and older, they can begin to do things on their own for you. Okay? So really by 12 to 13, they can do everything you can do, because here's why. Before a child can do something, they need to have the mental capacity. Now, you only know how your children are, so you might have special needs children who don't fit in these age groups, physical age groups, but maybe you need to put them in a mental age group, all right? But they have to have the mental capacity, the physical strength, and the manual dexterity, okay? So if you've got a kid who's 9 years old, who can skateboard, who can use a calculator, who can use a computer keyboard, don't tell me they can't run a washing machine. Don't tell me they can't turn on the stovetop and cook an egg. They can do so many things that we just baby them and think, oh no, they can't do that. If you have a 4-year-old, don't tell me they can't wipe themselves. They can at 4 years old. At 5 years old, they can bathe themselves. Now, you need to go pop in every now and then, and you got to give them some rules. But a 5-year-old can bathe themselves. They're not going to drown in the tub. Run them a couple inches. A 6-year-old can sweep the kitchen for you. A 6-year-old can wipe the counter for you. A 6-year-old can wash dishes on a stool for you. A 6-year-old can make their own bed by themselves. Okay, so let's go to details now. And so when we get to 12, they can make simple dinners. When we get to, 9, they can make simple dinners. 12, they can make pretty complex dinners. You would be surprised at the complexity of the things they have to learn. If you're not teaching your own children, they learn a lot of things. Their brain is really capable. At 13, if you're sick with the flu, your child should be able to go in and make dinner. A simple dinner for you, easy, and run the laundry, not just for themselves, but for you, okay? Okay, so Becky, you have answered a really good question for yourself, not for me, because I know the answer to that, okay? Nancy said Becky said she's just not asking. She's just not asking. So we've got 12 and 9. 12 and 9. So a 9-year-old and a 12-year-old can do their own laundry. That would be their own sheets, their own clothes, and occasionally a load of towels for you. They can at least fold a load of towels for you. So they can do their own laundry at 9 and 12. If you haven't ever taught them, then I would take them to the store and buy them their own dish soap for the detergent for the machine, and their own softener, so they feel really possessive about that. That's theirs. And show them how the machines work 2 or 3 times. Go and inspect what you expect 2 or 3 times, and have some rules about we don't leave the clothes in the washing machine because they'll get sour. You have to put them in the dryer. And when the dryer buzzes, I'll hear it and I'll let you know. If you don't hear it, you have to go get your clothes in. It doesn't matter that you're in the middle of a game. Don't leave the house because your laundry's going. Listen and go get your laundry. And my highest recommendation is that you buy a lot of skinny little hangers, not wire hangers, but the little felt covered ones, and have them hang up everything they wear. Their pants can be folded and thrown over the bottom rack. Their blouses, shirts, t-shirts can be hung up. And then the only thing that goes in a drawer or a cube or whatever you store their things is their underwear and their pajamas and shorts. Everything else gets hung up. That way, they hang it up as it's coming out of the dryer. They lay it over the top of the dryer or over the top of the basket or whatever. They carry the basket upstairs. They hang it up in their closet. It doesn't lay on the bed forever. Okay? All right, that's a suggestion for every human being on this video, not just kids. All right, next is helping you. At 9 years old, 9 and 12, they should be helping you with the weekly home blessing hour. So it'll only be a weekly home blessing half hour. There are 3 baby jobs that I always say the babies can do, and I really mean that. So your kids could do all of the things. All right. So you might say, I'm going to empty the garbage cans. I'm going to dust. and I'm going to clean the glass. You're going to vacuum, and you're going to mop, and I'll do my sheets. Okay? Because it's only a 10-minute job we're asking them to do. Vacuuming the house in 10 minutes. You pick 5 rooms, not their bedroom. 2 minutes a room, not the kitchen, not the bathrooms. The hall could be a room. The living room can be a room. Your master bedroom is one of the rooms. I wouldn't ask them to vacuum my own master bedroom. Maybe get them to vacuum their own rooms. We'll say they can do their own rooms. But they don't have to vacuum their siblings' room. And so 5 rooms like that, the entryway and the living room, whatever. And then the person who mops, they're going to spend 3 minutes in the kitchen, giving it a quick mop, 2 minutes in each bathroom. Okay? All right. Or you can give them the baby jobs, dusting, wiping glass, emptying garbage cans. All right? All right, what other things can they do? Well, I would ask them to clean their rooms, but you can't say clean your room. It's a very overwhelming thing. I don't want anybody to say clean your house to me. That's awful. I'd like them to say, if I had to get instructions from someone, I would prefer them to give me one little thing to do, and I can do that and come back for more. So I would say, hey, go pick up all the trash in your bedroom and put it in the garbage and bring it out here. When they're done with that, you can say, okay, great. Now go get all your shoes off the floor and put them on the floor of your closet nicely by pairs. Great. Now I want you to pick up all the clothes off your floor and put it on your bed. If it's clean, hang it up and put it away. If it's dirty, put it in the laundry. Great. Now if you take all those books that fell off the shelf and just straighten them up, that would be great, or toys or whatever. They probably at 9 and 12 don't have a lot of toys. Probably more books and games. And that's how you get them to clean their room, little bit by little bit, like spoon feeding. Okay? And then of course they're going to have to do clutter stops. That's their job, to pick up their own things. All right. Mr. B's making muttering noises, so must be missing something. Let me see. Let me see what I've got.
What muttering?
I ran away. Okay, I said that. I read that. Okay. What can a 2-year-old do? Not much, baby. A 2-year-old can be given something to play with that they think is cleaning while you're cleaning. So if you were actually like on your hands and knees cleaning your baseboards, you can give them a little rag and they can rub the boards. But they're not, you don't give them water. It's going to be everywhere. A 2-year-old is out of control. They don't have self-control yet. So you can give them something and they think they're wiping the table, or they think they're wiping the cupboards or whatever. And it's good preparation for a 2-year-old, but a 2-year-old can't do much. So give them something that mimics what you're doing. Okay? All right. Casey said, I love that analogy. I've used that overloaded sponge analogy before. Thank you for reminding me of it. And yes, thank you. That helps. I will work on our school plans for it and schedule it in. That's great. Lita said, I want to stay put when decluttering. By the time I finish the process, I forget where I wanted to put the homeless items. Should I take the items where I want it immediately? You know, if you have a lot of homeless items when you're going through your house, things that aren't, I don't mean homeless. If they're homeless, you have to create a home. And that's hard. That's the hard part of decluttering, is finding a place for it. But if you have a home for it and it's just out of place, then you can do the choo-choo before you even get going on your house cleaning or your decluttering. And it's really a giant clutter stop where you take a basket or two and you go from room to room, putting everything in that basket that doesn't belong in the room it's in. So in the living room, if you found toys, you could put it in there. If there was a pillow from the bed, it would go in there. If there was your husband's weights, it would go in there. And you would drag it to the kitchen. Maybe there's some water bottles. You drag it to the kitchen. Water bottles go in the kitchen. In the kitchen, is there anything that doesn't belong? Yeah, the dog's leash doesn't belong in here. Go to the next room, the next room, the next room, until you've put everything away and emptied the baskets. Then when you're decluttering and you're staying in place for 15 minutes, and that's the rule, and you've got your 3 containers, throw away, put away, give away, and you put things in the put away, at the end, you take the garbage out, you take the put away, the giveaway to the back of the car, and then you say to the put away, okay, you don't really have a home. Let me find a home for you. So I don't have a home for the dog's leash. But you know what? There's a knob on the edge of the thing in the garage, and that'll be a great place for that. I don't really have a place for my slippers. They're just sort of around. You know what? They're going to now belong in the corner of my closet when I'm not wearing them. And you just start making places. You don't create it while you're doing that work. You just put it in there to be thought about later, okay? Hope that helps. Okay. Ooh, lots of good questions. Let me see what time it is. Okay, we're good. We're good. It's funny because it's a holiday. We have a bunch of people on here who are bored and want to interrupt our thing, right, Larry?
No, thanks. People always want to do that.
I want to stay put. Okay, that was Lita. Sylvia. Hi, Sylvia. Good morning.
You're not interrupting.
She's my newest mentee, or one of my newer mentees. These are great. Thanks, Becky said. You're welcome. Lita, what if you have a notepad next to you and you write it down? I don't want her to do that because I think that's going to be destructive to her actual decluttering. Not destructive. It's going to change. Her mind's going to start bouncing all over the place. She doesn't need that. She can create a space afterwards. If they already have a space, you don't need to write that either because you really know where they go. You just have to stop and think. Okay? You have to use your brain. Distracting is the word I was trying to say. It was a good idea, but I don't think it's going to be. I wouldn't want to do that. I'll say that. You can do it if you want to. Gosh, lots of comments here.
You're not going to catch up if you don't go fast.
I'm going to go very fast. I just happened across your feed, Amelia Sparkles, and it couldn't have happened at a better time. I've been listening for about 5 minutes and I've learned so much. Amelia, welcome. I hope you come often. We have a live every Monday and I have a video for you every Wednesday on YouTube. I have a Patreon channel where I talk to you every single day, $5 a month, and you get 5 videos a week telling you exactly what to do every day. Hi, Debbie.
You also have thousands of videos.
Yes, and I have loads of videos. Amelia, she's great, right? Thanks, Joy. Mary said, my youngest daughter is 16. Instead of getting a summer job, we're going to pay her to clean baseboards, deep cleaning, etc. Is it a good idea? She is good at following through and born organized. If she doesn't mind and you don't mind, is your house cluttered? Because if it's cluttered, it's going to be hard for her to deep clean, Mary. But I think it's a great idea if that's what she wants to do. Now, is it going to be helpful for her in her career? Is she going to be a homemaker? Is she going to be a nurse? See, so she should, it's like a fine line. You have to figure out what's going on and what she wants to do. If she likes to do it and she can earn money doing it and she's only 16, I don't see a problem with it. Tell me about it. They are so fun. Thanks, Joyce said. Sharon, morning, lovely Kat and friends. Just surviving over here with routines. My mother fell and dislocated her shoulder and needs me to keep up her routines as well. You can do it, Sharon. I've done it many times over the years. Becky Wallace, this is great. I'm going to build a schedule so they know what to expect. Yes, Becky. Aiko Fujita. I was a Montessori school teacher for 11 years on Okinawa, Japan, and we trained children as little as 2 to help in class. See the list of age-appropriate tasks on my above comment. I didn't see an above comment, Aiko, but that would be cool to see. I'd love to see it. Nicole Ernst Boris. Thanks so much, Kat. Sharon, prayers to you and speedy recover for your mom. Mimi Chapman, so sorry about your mother, Sharon.
You need to tell
Jamise.
that it'll only hold 250 characters. If it was
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
You know what? That's true, Aiko. It'll only hold 250 characters. You may have to break it up. But it would be awesome for people to see that. I would love to see that. Jamise said, the method of giving children one easy thing at a time works with resistant husbands as well, especially if I ask for a little help and give a short time span. I love it. Jamise is one of my longtime mentees. She's graduated and she's doing an awesome job. Casey said, my 2-year-old, barely 2, actually loves to help me. I hand him pieces of clothes to put in the dryer when I'm moving his laundry over. He also always has a damp rag to help with when I'm wiping. That's perfect, Casey. Also, down the table, a ton of little things like that every day helps instill a love of helping. Absolutely. And at 4, they're like prime, in my opinion. Just reminding of Becky's question. Thank you, Nicole. Becky, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I default to doing everything, but I want them to take care of themselves too. Absolutely. And just because you're a stay-at-home mom, you should not default to doing everything because you're stealing an opportunity from your children to learn. Children need to learn. Children need to know how to do these things. It makes them feel more independent and more adult and more serious about life. and that's a good thing, you know. It's not just a game, and it's not all play, and when they grow up, they're not entitled to have somebody else do it for them. So I think it's very important that you teach your children how to do things, and it's not because you were making slave labor out of your children, you're giving them slave labor, you're just teaching them to do things for themselves and for the family. You know, we're a unit, we're a whole family, and we do things for each other because we love one another, and it feels good. Hi, Sandy. Smiles a lot, Mom. I'm struggling to keep up with good habits and routine. Hey, Sandy, it's all about self-discipline, and I'm telling you, like, let's say you don't make your bed every day and you decide to actually make it. Pay attention to how that makes you feel the second it's done. Or you decide to actually put the dishes in the dishwasher and run it at night and empty it first thing in the morning. Pay attention to the feeling that that gives you, because there's a promise, and the promise is if you do something for yourself, discipline is difficult, but in the end it brings peace, and that's a promise. Okay, discipline is difficult, but in the end it brings peace, and that's self-discipline as well as disciplining your children. Okay. Oh gosh, Amelia, let's see. Anna Esmond, hi, expecting a second baby in July. Advice on nesting, Flylady. Also, I love your videos and appreciate your advice. You're expecting a baby in July, so you're to the third trimester where you're tired again. At this point, I'm going to be working, if it's me, I'm going to be working very diligently on preparing 2 meals, a double serving of dinner at night, and freezing 1 serving. 1 dinner serving for my family, so that I have meals in the freezer. I'm going to make some breakfast frozen meals, or I'm going to buy some. You know, you don't have to make them. You can buy them. You can buy breakfast sandwiches. You need things that are easy for your family to eat or super easy for you, because remember, when you give birth, there's a dinner plate size wound on the inside of you where your placenta was, and you have to rest and heal. You can't be up and running around. And even though you look good, feel good, you've still got to heal. You've got to give your body time to heal. You've also got a new person in the family that you need to learn about. And this baby has a different personality than the other, and it nurses differently, or it has different needs. It has different challenges, you know, different things that happen. So until your baby is 9 months old, it's really, you're still kind of figuring it out. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. At 9 months, your baby is part of the family, everything's rolling, everything's good. But before that, take it easy, take your time, just do your minimum routines. As you get stronger and stronger, then you can do more and more. But you need to have your stuff in order. So you need to either have help, like your mom's coming to be with you the first couple of weeks, or your husband's staying home on paternity leave, and he helps, keywords. So he knows how to do laundry. He knows how to change the older baby. He knows how to do these things, or else you need somebody who can do that for you. Or you can have somebody bring you the child to the bed and you do it. You need to rest in the first couple of weeks. And then after that, you still can't be crazy, okay? And I know we do it all. We always do it. We always do it. And then we wonder why we're still bleeding, right? Because we say, oh, let me just do some laundry while the baby's sleeping. Oh, let me just mop this floor where the other child dropped popsicle all over it. Let me just do this. Let me just do that. And then you're worn out and you're not healing properly. So get those plans in place now. Of course, you're going to need a bag, you know, all the things they talk about on the videos for moms, but I'm talking about homemaking, and homemaking is different than packing a bag for the hospital. I'm talking about the real life part of it. So you need food. That's what you need. And you need somebody who knows how to keep your house tidy, how to clean up after your older children, or if you have older children, they need to know how to clean up after themselves. Okay? All right, let's see. So that's Anna. Are any tips for moving to a new house? Yes, Stray. When you pack to move to your new house, make sure you don't bring junk to your new house. Have an idea of where the things are going to go in your new house. So get a piece of paper, get a spiral notebook, go through your new house and put a little drawing or something of where the storage is in that house. Because when you get home, if you don't have pictures or drawings, you're going to remember it differently, or those drawers are not going to be as big as you thought, or whatever, and so you won't be able to put things where you think they're going to go. So pre-arrange your house before you move in, and only pack what you can store at your new home. If you're moving to a bigger house, don't be surprised if you bring all your junk from your smaller house and it overfills your new house. I've had that happen so many times to customers, to clients. So be careful. Don't bring junk to the new house. That's my thing. If you have lots of time, I want you to pack each room carefully, and at the end, just leave out camping supplies, things you can need for the kitchen, things you need for the bathroom, things you need for the bedroom. Those things can go in the car or on the back of the truck at the end. Everything else is packed in boxes, well labeled, marked fragile, with arrows up, whatever you need to put on it, and also on the side, write 5 or 6 of the things that are in that box that you know you'll be looking for, and label the box by room. Okay, you can even color coordinate them. All right, so don't just pack in junk. Let's see. Janice welcomed Amelia. This isn't the last of me. Thanks so much for your time. You're welcome, Amelia. Amelia Sparkles, what a great name. House is not cluttered, Mary says. Awesome, Mary Sellers. And I know we were talking about that earlier. Amelia said, thank you, Janice, and yes, very great. Blessed wife and mommy. Mary Sellers says, continued from last comment, house is not cluttered thanks to you, Kat. Oh, I like that part. You keep it simple and have been a blessing to my family. You too, Mr. B. Becky Wallace gave us some hearts. Lita said, I tried. Lita's one of my 20 percenters. I tried the notebook and used half the time writing. See, that's why I don't recommend that, because I know how sidetracked people are. Also, when my grandson was 2, I gave him a little duster for the low shelves and tables. He's now 4 and I no longer do the dusting. Awesome. Tony Rose, hey Tony, one of my 20 percenters, good morning. Rachel said, I've told my kids that I'm implementing routines for them now so they won't be like me in my 30s just figuring this out. Very good. Mr. B says, if you want to be personally mentored by me, Kat, then join my special mentoring Patreon channel and be in my special private group. So patreon.com is an actual app you can get. Mr. B put the link for online. You can sign up. It's $5 a month to have mentoring by me by video 5 days a week. Those little mentoring videos are like 5 minutes long or so. Sometimes they go to 10, occasionally 7, sometimes 3, but in general around 5. I put those out super early in the morning, so if you're in the United States, it's going to be before you get out of bed that it comes on, so you can look at it.
6 a.m. Some people make it up.
Well, yeah, if you get up at 5. It's 6 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Mountain, Central, 4 a.m. Mountain, and 3 a.m. Pacific. So that's when they come out, and you can look at those before you get your day going, and you can really get a reminder of what to do and a little inspiration. If you want to be held personally accountable, then you want to be mentored by me, and I will personally mentor you one-on-one for 25 minutes, twice a month or 4 times a month. Twice a month is $50, and it includes the videos. 4 times a month is $100, and it includes the videos. There's also one out there for $75, which is 3 times a month. It includes the videos. I also can help you if you're having trouble with your budget. I have a 1 hour a month personal conversation with you about your budget and how to get you on budget. It's a financial meeting with me, 1 hour, 1 month, it's $100. Some people need many meetings. Some people just need one. I also have magic meal planning, and that's for those of you who just can't get it together with your food. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to help you get it together with your food, whether you have picky eaters or not. We'll get it together, and I'll help you save money, help you make meal plans. That one is twice a month for $50. Now you know. Those are the things you can have from me.
Don't sign up till June 1st.
Oh, yeah, true. Good point.
You'll be charged again June 1st if you sign up now.
Yep. That's true. So when you sign up on Patreon, Patreon always charges on the 1st of the month. And when you sign up, they immediately charge you. So my encouragement is that you sign up at the 1st of the month so that you don't have to pay. Like if you sign up in the middle of the month for twice a month, I will get you twice that month. If I have a space for you, I'm going to get you 2 weeks in a row that month. Then on the 1st of the month, boom, you're going to get another $50 charge, and I'm going to have every other week signed. I'll get you all figured out. Okay.
Well, if you sign up today, they're going to charge you again.
Yes. So today is the last day of the month. It'd be a terrible day to sign up because number 1, I have no time left.
Yeah.
Number 2, you're going to get charged again on the 1st of the month. So don't do that. Okay. I actually have somebody who just did that recently. I've got to talk to her today. All right. I think I say some more comments. Let me just go over these real quick. Thank you for all the new baby tips. We'll get started on the food this week. Mom in Love Law is coming to help in a few weeks. Thankfully, hubby is very helpful and so blessed with a paternity leave. Fabulous. Good for you. I'm so proud for you. And I hope you have a wonderful delivery. If I don't talk to you before then. Amelia, have a lovely rest of the day. Thank you, Amelia. I try to do clutter's check. It's mainly toys, but if my eldest hears me putting them away, he pulls them right back out. He's very particular. Joy, how old is your oldest? Dre said, thank you, Kat. You're welcome. What to do? I'm waiting for your answer. Amelia Sparkles, thanks again and catch you next time. Bye, Amelia. Patreon was a game changer for me, Mary Seller says. Rachel said, thank you for all your videos. Having your Patreon has helped change my life. Thank you, Rachel. Lita said, Mr. B and Kat, thank you for taking the time to teach us how to have make our house a home. You are very welcome. I'm just waiting on one answer, and then I'm going to go. We've been on here for a while. I think I hear an acorn rolling across the roof. Joy, how old are your children? I don't think she said earlier, did you? Her child that pulls out his toys as soon as she gets them out. I'm going to answer you generically until I hear from you, or if I don't hear from you. If you have a baby, and that's what I would say, that would be a baby who probably does that, like 3 or younger, then you let him keep his toys out. Just say you're going to put up the other things, and he can, because that's what they're going to do. Or if you put things in a basket, for example, a 2-year-old's going to dump it all back out because that's how they learn. They enjoy dumping it out. Part of their learning is dumping it out. 18 months, even 12 months, they're dumping out their toys. 3-year-olds will do that too. But if you've got a 6-year-old and it's Legos and they're all over the room and he wants them all over the room, sorry, you're in charge, not him, right? Okay, so sorry, you have to play in a confined space. And I'll make a recommendation that I've made many times for Legos, and I think it's so good. My sister Patty did this with her son George. She put all of his Legos on a flat sheet, a small flat sheet, and he could play on that sheet. And when he was done, he just gathered up the corners of the sheet and took the ball of Legos to the basket and put the top of the sheet on top of that, kept it in the sheet. So when he wanted to play, he just pulled out his sheet and laid it on the ground. Deanne, I really enjoyed today. I have to go and I hope everyone has a station happy holiday. Thanks for all the tips. Really enjoy your information. I hope I can incorporate them into my routine. You're welcome, Diana. He's 2. Okay, he's a baby. He's going to do that, and that's okay, Joy. He won't be 2 forever. Nothing stays the same. Okay, everyone. I have to go. Have a wonderful day, and always remember that you are beautiful. So be beautiful. Bye.